Hello, everybody. Typhlosion Corner here with somewhat of a new segment that I want to be starting. I don't know exactly if it's going to be once again a video on a specific day, considering I try to make these videos a day earlier or so from when I make, from when I publish them out to my channel. Uh, to what the segment's going to be about, that if anything, maybe to each week or every so often, depending on stuff with my schedule for work and anything else, that I'll pick a random Pokemon either from my own collection and or ones that I've either like to all the ones in the Pokemon list. Like, I'll pick a random Pokemon that I haven't done yet, and I'll talk about some facts. I'm not entirely sure exactly how many facts per each time. I'm trying for what I have for today. It's gonna be 8 facts, and I tried doing 10, but it just for the certain sources that I was trying to get, only only had so many. So hopefully you guys enjoy this particular thing. I don't know exactly what kind of title I'm gonna be bringing this for this series or segment that I'm going to be doing on my YouTube channel. I mean, if anything, by the time I publish this video, I'll probably come up with a title. So just keep in mind that, how this video gets made first, and then everything else gets created later. So without further ado, the Pokemon I'm going to be doing my facts on is Psyduck here, this is my personal Psyduck bubbles, which I got from the online bundle, and my very first Pokemon online bundle from Build-A-Bear Workshop. And I have with me right here is paper. I've written down some facts on. Okay, so fact number one, well, other than the very first thing, but technically I didn't number it, and it's not really much of a fact. Obviously, because of what Psyduck is, he's the duck Pokemon. Height of 2 feet and 7 inches tall, and weighs about 43.2 pounds. So to the majority part, one of the things I also found out about a while ago, apparently the next actual life-sized Pokemon, if you've seen, like from what they've done so far, which is the life-size Mareep, that so far that I know of any of the YouTubers that I personally have, that I've watched on YouTube, owns one, which is Unlisted Leaf for Ando, has one of them. That the next particular one that's supposed to be the next life size is supposed to be Psyduck. So if anything, that's about. Well, I'm not sure about the weight because considering stuffing's a little bit less heavier compared to actual material. I mean, I'm not sure exactly if they do this life size thing with actual weight to it or not. Well, obviously Mareep, because Mareep would probably be a lot heavier depending on, or if you guys have seen how big Mareep is. But for the majority part, why I say this is just because of the height, because considering it's 2 inches and or 2 feet, excuse me, 2 feet and 7 inches tall. So I would say what, maybe up to your knee, maybe like maybe mid calf muscle, calf leg. I mean, depending on how tall you are and whatnot. I mean, it's going to be at least a little bit. If I'm not mistaken, I think my Psyduck here is 14 inches. So if anything, that would be at the very well least, because 2 feet is like 24 inches right there. So that's almost about like I would say, almost half, kind of. So if anything, a lot bigger than my Psyduck here. Um, if anything, one of the things that inspirations he takes characteristics from both a duck and also a platypus, and which I think what they mean by the platypus part is because of how the feet are and how the claws are right here. Because with a duck it'd be wings, and it'd be more of a webbed feet than regular because platypus would have more of these kinds of feet than what duck would have. And I think same thing with the colorization, like of the bill and the feet, like they're a lot less tan than what a duck would have, because duck if anything, would have the orange feet instead of the tan, stuff. Apparently, for the Misty's Psyduck, can't swim. I mean, from what I read, it apparently they tried even training Psyduck to swim, but apparently they went the first time. From what I read, it drowned, which it needed to be saved by a Gyarados. And the second time, it's just that he still hasn't grasped the concept of swimming, even though he is a duck Pokemon and, if anything, a water type. Despite that, in the actual games for Pokemon, I think it's more of because for what I remember seeing, it said TR, so I think that might be coming from the Sword and Shield. Which, because the reason why I say that, because TR is more of those only use once things from Sword and Shield, but technically I think he can learn Surf, surf through for the HM and whatnot. So I'm pretty sure that actually does work, that he can swim and whatnot in water. But it's just that for Misty's particular Psyduck can't swim, which at the very well least it would be kind of nice to at least start off like maybe in a kiddie pool, something to eat. Well, I mean, I know he'll probably end up somehow. I wouldn't say try to drown himself, but he would find a way somehow, not being able to even swim in enough water that I won't. There's be no possible way for him to drown in. Not to be too dark about the subject, just said it seems kind of strange that you think at the very least it would learn how to swim it eventually. We'll get to certain things of that. Upon also, from what the anime has shown you, that he does eat a lot and whatnot, not as much as Munchlax and or Snorlax, but apparently from an episode of Pokemon Sun and Moon, I think Ultra Adventures. So if anything, season 3, when it's Brock and Misty, which I think it's called Alola for the episode, when both Brock and Misty come to the Alola region to visit for a little bit of a vacation. There's one part where they go to that one berry woman that Litten, well, now Torocat at this particular point in time. Sorry for spoilers. He does evolve at least up to Torocat, and sorry again for another spoiler. That always the nice lady always gives both Torocat and all his friends free berries, because she always likes feeding the Pokemon. And then all of a sudden, considering that it's not just the Pokemon berries that she sells to whoever, she also sells regular produce, in which there's a watermelon, in which then afterwards Psyduck takes the watermelon and actually swallows it whole. I mean, the whole thing, rinds and all. I was like, I wonder if Psyduck is part hippopotamus or something like that, because that's the only other animal that I know. And if I'm not mistaken, I got it from I think it was from a Snapple juice cap for the Real Facts thing, that it said that hippopotamuses can swallow whole watermelons, or at the very least either that or half of a whole watermelon. I mean, technically it was somewhat of a petite melon, but still, that's a lot of melon to be swallowing down in one go. One of the, I think he's also a producer, and also he does a lot of music from the very first Red and Blue, or if anything, Red and Green, considering that Japan was Red and Green before Blue came along for the Game Freak Pokemon video game series. That a person by the name of Junshi Masuda, he does the music for certain for majority of the games. I think almost every I think it's each single regular game, and also any of the remakes. I think he even had part in Detective Pikachu on certain things, or was offered or something like that. So something about Detective Pikachu he was either partly involved in or not partly involved in. So the majority point of this fact is that that particular producer and songwriter and whatnot is he says that Psyduck is his favorite Pokemon, which I'm surprised, or at least not really surprised, but just that, that a particular person from the people who create, these Pokemon games actually likes Psyduck. I mean, who knows who else? Except, I mean, like even for the creator of the Pokemon series himself, I don't know exactly. I think me, if I had to take a wild guess, maybe Charizard or Charmander. I don't know. I mean, it all really depends on a whole lot of stuff. I mean, myself personally, it's because I like the ones for, well, if anything more, Heart Gold and Soul Silver. My favorite is Typhlosion, which would be coming from Cyndaquil, which is maybe another video later down in the road for my plushie behind my camera filming me Fireball, which I'll do once I do Cyndaquil. And also, too, I might also do, depending on either if I get the plushies or at the very least if I want to do more, like, not just do, like, the particular Pokemon, but also do their evolutions as well. I might do that as well. Okay, next one, apparently, that Psyduck has that for his design, or at the very least, his whole concept was based on rubber duckies that were inspired, or at least rubber duckies were inspired to make Psyduck for a Pokemon. Uh, Here's an interesting fact out of majority of these ones that I have on my list. Apparently, for Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, apparently I don't know exactly if this was like the very first idea or if it was like me, like one of the very few ideas other than what they did for the final project. Apparently, Psyduck was actually going to be the counterpart to Pikachu for the two Let's Go series, or at least the very first of the Let's Go series for Pokemon games. But just because majority of the coloring, because considering both Pikachu and Psyduck here, um, are both yellow, and I guess they wanted diverse between the two Pokemon, so that's the reason why Eevee got you know Eevee's to be able to to be on the cover alongside Pikachu, which kind of makes a little bit more sense because if anything, if it especially if it how it is with more being a different version of Pokemon Yellow. I mean, the same thing that happens in for Pokemon Yellow, which that your character gets Pikachu while Gary gets Eevee in that game. And that finally, last fact, and the most surprising of all of them, other than the thing for the Let's Go series, it took 942 episodes, and this doesn't mean for how a reason why how long for how many episodes for this. It's not with this is with Misty Psyduck. This is not all continuously, considering that Misty hasn't really been appearing in a lot of the episodes. Like later on, I think there might be at least like way one or two times, or maybe if anything one. I think in X and Y where she actually shows up, and all the other times that she's ever shown up and whatnot. But to the majority part, from I guess when it finally debuted, it took 942 episodes for Misty Psyduck to use the move Water Gun properly, which I guess it had some a lot of problems doing the move. So it's amazing how long that actually took Psyduck to actually make a move or use a move like that, considering that's one of the basic, and if anything, learned by, or at least by leveling up for a Pokemon, and especially Psyduck, especially for water type Pokemon. But hey, we're not all perfect, especially how Psyduck usually is, and I don't blame him. I mean, even my Bubbles, he's really good and whatnot, so I really don't blame him for anything. And if anything, he is a good Psyduck in his way, and I respect him for that. So that was the last fact. Sorry for this being somewhat of a long video. I kind of was wondering if it was going to be more of like a 10-minute video, but since with more of my information, which I hopefully that you guys appreciate. I know I ramble on a little bit, than usual for certain things that technically should be somewhat short. But if anything, I'd like to tell you guys to sorry, a little well, somewhat tired and a little bit rambling on again. So I apologize again. So with that, guys, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and that love all the sorry, I love all the particular for the views and whatnot I've been getting. I appreciate all those who watch my videos, and hopefully for anybody who's new to my channel that they enjoy my videos as well. To try to give out information, for Pokemon or anything entertaining, like how I do my Build-A-Bear plush reviews, both Pokemon and non-Pokemon, and anything else, and to hopefully, to entertain you guys and get you guys through the day, because I know that's been tough for the past couple months and whatnot, and hopefully we're all sticking together. So with that in mind, guys, thank you guys all for watching my video. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. If you have subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you hit that bell so you get any notifications of present and future videos. If you like this video, give it a like. If you have any suggestions of what you want to see from my next video, either of this new series or anything that I've done in the past or in the future, anything you want to see in my YouTube channel or anything at all, make sure you write down in the comment section below. Thank you guys all for watching my video, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye.